Okay, let's unpack this deep dive today. We're looking at something pretty foundational, but maybe overlooked.
Yeah, it's the Rómenyárë Tenwëlië, the Eastern Tales. A huge document, really.
Right, covering basically everything in the East from the first age up to the fourth age, FO 410.
Exactly. And its whole point, its mission, was pretty bold.
It was given to Samwise Gamgee to add to the Red Book.
To sort of counterbalance that very Western, very Eldar-focused story we usually get. It argues, that there's this whole other history.
A history structured around unsunderings, on reconciliations.
3 of them, yeah. Big moments of bringing estranged peoples back together. The first one starts way back.
With the Avari, right, the elves who stayed east.
Specifically the Ammoniad tribe. They built a secret city, Tolkien, and their view was different.
How so?
Well, get this. They call the Eldar, the ones who left for the West, the Karaquendi.
Which means?
Fearful elves.
Wow, okay, so they saw themselves as the brave ones. For staying.
Pretty much. Claim the higher ground, morally speaking. But they didn't just stay isolated.
Ah, so they did interact with the West. How?
Big time. Around FA 509, their scouts went west during the Second Kinslaying. And they intervened.
They stopped it.
Not quite. But they rescued someone crucial. Illurid, Dior's son.
Illurid. Wait, so the line of Fingal, Melian, Baron, that sacred line, it didn't die out.
Nope. It was saved, carried into the east by the Avari. Illurid eventually leads Tolkien.
That's huge. That's the first unsundering then. Elves reunited in a way.
Exactly. Custodians of the West's legacy, hidden in the east.
Okay, that's a major canonical fix or addition, depending how you see it. But the Rómenyárë goes even further, right, into really controversial territory.
Oh, yeah. Orc redemption on a big scale.
Right. How does that even work? The text suggests free will can overcome that ancient taint.
That's the core argument. It starts right after the Last Alliance, TA5. An orc captain, Azragal.
He led a rebellion against Sauron's remnant.
Yeah, he aided the Dark Lord, wanted freedom. He renamed himself Argrol, his fort became Tenwë Tirno, and his people the Tentiri.
The Free Guard folk. And this wasn't just a flash in the pan.
No, it lasted centuries. They built a real society, a moral structure.
Yeah.
And, crucially, they had help.
Help? From who?
The Blue Wizards, LOTR and Palando. They'd been in the East since the Second Age, working strategically.
So, the Astari Luine were behind this, encouraging orcs to choose good.
Explicitly. Long-term advisors fostering this kind of change. Which leads us to the second unsundering.
Nearly 2,000 years later, what happens?
A marriage. In TA 1983, you have Elmirian, who's a descendant of Illurid.
Carrying that ancient elven bloodline.
Marrying Argrol XII, the chief of the Tentiri, the free orc leader.
An elf-orc union, seriously.
Yes, and their children were the Archer-High, later called the Fyroquendi, the mortal elves.
A hybrid race. What were they like?
They had this incredible gift. Extended life, up to 500 years.
Like the Númenóreans.
Exactly the parallel the text draws. It's their version of that grace, justifying their mixed heritage as redeemed, not corrupted. They're like the Númenóreans of the East.
Okay, mine's slightly blown. So what's the final act? The third unsundering.
That comes in the Fourth Age, FO10. The chief of the Archer-High, Elgrol V, travels west.
To seek out Aragorn, King Elessar.
And Elessar, tracing the lineage back through Uluraid, recognizes them, his distant kin.
And he accepts them.
Immediately. They settle in Gondor, found Cargiliath, rebuild Osgiliath, healing that massive ancient rift between East and West.
11,000 years. Wow. So the takeaway here is what? That free will trumps everything.
That seems to be the argument of the Rómenyárë, yeah. That choosing to renounce evil, choosing loyalty, can overcome even the deepest corruption.
Even for orcs.
Even for orcs, which really makes you think, doesn't it? If they could achieve that through sheer will.
Then what does that say about destiny versus choice for everyone else in the Age of Men?
Exactly. What are the real limits of corruption or redemption after Sauron's fall? It kind of reframes the whole picture.